Welcome back to our Computer Systems unit. In today's lesson, we will be looking at the environmental impact topic. As always, we have some learning intentions. Today, we will be looking at intelligent heating systems, intelligent traffic control systems, and intelligent car management systems, and how they can impact positively on the environment. Our success criteria is now shown on the screen. Success criteria should be used as a tool and referred to throughout the lesson. Let's start the lesson with a definition. An intelligent system is an advanced computer system that can gather, analyse and respond to data it collects from its surrounding environment. It would collect this data from sensors or manual input. Let's start off with looking at intelligent heating systems. These systems are equipped with motion and temperature sensors that can detect movement and changes in temperature. The system can then adapt the climate in the room as appropriate using this data. Some systems can learn preferences for certain locations within a building and ensure that it maintains preferred temperatures at appropriate times. An example of this would be learning that people are in a certain room at a specific time. If this would be the case, the temperature would rise. Therefore, the system can adapt the temperature of that particular room at that time. Some of these systems have smart thermostats, and these can be connected to a network and automatically or manually control the system using an app on your phone. This will allow you to turn the heating system off if you're not going to be home, or turn it on so that your house is heated to the optimum temperature for you arriving. These systems will have a positive environmental impact because these devices are only heating our homes when it's necessary. This will benefit the environment by reducing our carbon footprint. Let's look at an example of an intelligent heating system. Let's look at our home. Intelligent heating systems have a number of different phases, including the learning phase, the prediction phase, and the decision phase. The information gathered in these phases will determine the decisions that we make about the heating in our home. We gather lots of information and learn lots of information within that learning phase, such as the weather and external climate at that time. We'll learn information about our home, the energy rating of our home. Is our home insulated? We'll look at real-time settings, such as changes in the temperature or the humidity. And we'll also look at historical data of users' behaviours and patterns that we can take information from. We'll use this information to make predictions and decisions about our heating within the home. By doing this, we will drive down energy and increase our comfort in the home. Let's move on to traffic control systems. Vehicles are considered one of the main contributing sources of greenhouse gases. Research has shown that road transport causes around 15% of all carbon dioxide emissions. Vehicles consume greater amounts of fuel when they're constantly accelerating and braking in traffic. This is reduced when the vehicle is operating at an optimum speed. This will improve fuel consumption and lower emissions, normally between 45 and 65 miles per hour. Intelligent traffic control systems will use a combination of software and hardware, along with information and communications technologies, to improve the efficiency and safety of our transport networks. They use lots of information, including cameras, sensors and live cellular data, along with traffic control signals. They do this to try and keep the traffic moving, reducing the amount of harmful emissions. Cars that have individual navigation systems use satellite information on traffic flow. They use this to guide drivers away from traffic congestion and onto more free-flowing routes. Intelligent transport systems vary in technologies that they apply, from basic management systems such as car navigation, traffic signal control systems, automatic number plate recognition, speed cameras, and a variety of wireless technologies including floating cellular data such as GPS and smartphone-based rich data such as accelerometers. In this example, we can see the technologies used within an intelligent traffic control system. We gather our data from smart sensors such as beacons and cameras, cellular data, which is all fed into our wireless communication. That communication is sometimes fed into a cloud platform where the data is analysed. We can use this data by processing it and learning from the data. That allows us to feed that data to our intelligent traffic management systems, such as our signal management or our tracking of public services. And then we can use this to allow our system to be adaptive. We can use this for things like our emergency services or routing and dispatch systems. Let's now look at car management systems. There are a number of different car management systems used to reduce the car's impact on the environment. One such system is a start-stop system. This type of technology is completely automatic and works by detecting a lack of vehicle motion. It kicks in when it detects the brake pedal has been pressed and the car is out of gear. At this point, the engine control unit, the ECU, will cut the fuel and ignition to turn the engine off. The use of engine control units is also really important. The engine control unit controls a series of actuators on an internal combustion engine to ensure optimal engine performance. It does this by reading values from a multitude of sensors within the engine bay. Most modern engines use some sort of fuel injection to deliver fuel to the cylinders. The engine control unit determines the amount of fuel to inject based on a number of sensor readings. This ensures optimum fuel consumption and a reduction of carbon dioxide emissions. Our final car management system will be GPS sensors. The implementation of GPS technology has resulted in drivers planning and taking more efficient routes. This means less fuel consumption and less time taken for journeys. It has resulted in an overall reduction in mileage and CO2 emissions. GPS technology can now also interact with car management systems. This can then in turn interact with a smart home device. Some car manufacturers have systems that actually allow you to turn off your house lights when you drive away. Thank you for listening. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the notifications button to get up-to-date content.